Hi, it's Vicki Salemi here with the latest episode of Score That Job. We're at Hachette Book Group and we're going to find out what it takes to get your foot in their door. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, Vicki. So nice to meet you.
Same here.
Welcome to Hachette.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Why don't we go inside and see our books and meet our people?
Okay, so we're at Hachette Book Group. I want to learn a little bit more about the company. It looks like you have 4 offices throughout the country.
So Hachette Book Group is a book publisher, obviously, and we have about 900 employees. The biggest office is the New York office, and we're in book publishing, so of course it's the center of publishing in New York. And we have about 450 people here. We have an office in Boston, and we have an office in Indiana, and that's where we have our warehouse facilities. And we have a small office in Brentwood, Tennessee, right outside of Nashville. We also have a Canadian marketing office.
When candidates come in and they're evaluating a job, they're often looking at the salary and benefits, but often they're looking at group dynamics, the office, the commute.
We think we're an amazing place to work, and people love working here. We do employee opinion surveys, and by and large, we always hear that people love their colleagues, they love the environment. Sometimes they grow out of a job, but they love being here. And why is that? It's because we try really hard to make it a great place to work. We do summer outings and we have bake-offs, and people take it quite seriously. So it's a very nice vibe in the office. People have open doors. I think particularly for junior people, because we've got that policy, you have an opportunity to talk to anybody at any level in any department, and people take advantage of that, and that's important. We're really proud of what we do here, and people really get excited about the books they publish and the fact that authors come in. So we'll have really cool authors showing up sometimes, and we'll have a champagne toast if they make it to a list. Or sometimes we'll find out there's an author that we're courting, and someone will say, "Did you know that so-and-so is here?" And everyone goes and stalks the conference rooms to see if they can get a peek.
And then how can people find out about your jobs? I looked on your website, and so they have a career section. Your Twitter, it looks like you're robust on social media, Twitter, Facebook.
Mediabistro is a place we post a lot of our jobs, particularly publishing specific jobs. And we also publish on Publishers Lunch, so you'll see a lot of our jobs posted there as well. And the application process is really simple. You go online, you click on the job you're interested in, and you apply that way. Other ways people apply: referrals. We get lots of employee referrals, or we get direct emails from people who know about us and want to get in the door, because book publishing is a tough place to get into.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because we really need to find out. Let's say I apply, I don't know anyone, I want to get in the door. What should I do?
You would probably do a lot of networking, and you'd probably try to find a friend of a friend who knows someone who's in one of the publishing houses. The AP has a site as well. It's called bookjobs.com, and that's a way to get in.
So if you just apply blindly, is it pretty much that you're not going to get noticed?
Oh, you'll absolutely get noticed. What you need to do, and I think this is true of every industry, is you need to have some keywords on your resume or cover letter, and those keywords should really match what's in the job description. Make sure that if you're looking for a job in publicity, for example, that you have book tours somewhere in that resume. So when we do a keyword search, even if you're part of a big group of applicants who are applying, you may pop out.
Let's say you have very similar resumes from 3 candidates that come in. What's going to happen during the interview so they can really shine?
Okay, so they will have obviously seen our website, but that's kind of easy. But they should have looked at the New York Times Book Review, should have gone to a bookstore and looked around to see what we've been publishing. They should be able to talk about what's happening in the industry. The New York Times has an article about book publishing almost every day lately. See what's happening, ask some really pointed questions, kind of stump the interviewer to an extent. So what are you doing about the changes, in terms of self-publishing, so that people know that you're really engaged. For us, it's an industry of passion. People love being here. It's a privilege to be in publishing. We want people who love this, who are excited about it, who really want to be here. So convey that, but know what's going on. Know what's happening in our house and certainly in other publishing houses.
Okay, so in addition to being really knowledgeable and passionate, what soft skills do you think they should possess as well?
They should be really articulate. They should be well-read and be able to write very well. You need to get your point across clearly and concisely. You have to be able to look people in the eye. You have to be able to present. And if you're particularly in editorial and you may want to be acquiring editor one day, you want to be able to sell. You're selling that book that you're really passionate about, and you've got to get other people on board with you. So you need to sort of convey that you've got some confidence, that you believe in what you're talking about. So it's not something that you can study, it's something you have to just exude.
Let's say someone lives in Chicago and they really want to work in your Boston office. How are they going to get noticed?
They can look on our website, find the names of a couple of people, maybe make a phone call. I mean, I know people don't do that anymore as much as they used to, but
Right.
I think it's okay to make a phone call and say, hey, I saw a job of yours online. I've really been dying to get into book publishing. What do I need to do? Get in touch with the HR people, send them an email. It's not hard to find the names. Call the receptionist and say, hey, I would love to send my resume to someone. Is there a name I can use? If you love a particular book, see who the editor was. Send them a note. Say, I read it, I loved it, would love to know more about your industry. And the other thing I would really suggest, there's nothing wrong with calling up and saying, I would love an informational interview. I'm trying to explore my careers. I'm not sure where I fit in. Would someone be able to spend 20 minutes with me and talk to me a little bit about book publishing or editorial in particular? I understand you had mentioned someone might be remote and not be near a local office. That's okay. You can still make a phone call and say, can I set up 20 minutes on the phone with you and really understand how this industry works and how I could best apply for a job. I don't care if you get that job or you don't get that job. There should be a thank you note. And I still think, besides sending an email, it's really nice to do a little bit of an old school thing and send a note. A handwritten note is something that people rarely see, and if you want to stand out, people are always happy to see that, and the more well written, the better. But sending something in writing addressed to somebody, because that's unusual,
Right.
is a distinguisher.
So what did we learn here today? First of all, networking is key, not only within the company, but externally too. After all, book publishing is not that big of a world. Second, in order to shine during an interview, show your passion and show your stuff. Read about them on a daily basis. Third, kick it old school. Pick up the phone and network.